Hello everyone, and now welcome to game number 2 in a series between Foggy and Focus. You see Foggy spawning over here as the red Night Elf on the top right hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Focus has spawned as the yellow Orc. Orc versus Night Elf in this 1v1, as I am going to speed things up to 6 times speed to get things underway. So far, game number 1, a real reversal of what was happening in the early stages of the game, as Foggy was unable to capitalize on some early pressure, and Focus was able to just simply mass up and get more going. Let's take a look at what's happening over here as... Yeah, excuse me, as my computer setup not quite optimal right now. A Demon Hunter now heading back off to the right here, going to be able to finish off this creep here. Picks up the Circle of Nobility. Useful item indeed. As he now finishes off this Forest Troll Trapper. This is going to be a 3-3-3 creep camp that he has cleared out, so it is not going to give him almost level 2. He needs to take out two smaller creeps, or perhaps one very large creep, in order to get to level 2. Meanwhile, back down over here on the bottom left, and I gotta stop looking at the other mini-map, excuse me, you can see that the Blade Master is all the way across over here. He's gonna be running around on the inside, and that Tree of Life is going to be perhaps taking a little bit of damage, or perhaps some of the Wisp as well, as the Wisp are actually all nestled into the woods and hiding rather nicely. Entangled Goldmine taking a little bit of damage. If Focus is actually able to finish off an Entangled Goldmine, this is going to be very bad news for Foggy, as the loss of gold is going to be monumental. Losing the ability to mine gold at this stage and then being forced to try and repair, that is always going to be a problem. The Demon Hunter now making its way over. You can see the Wisp are being brought out and then being brought back in. Particularly Demon Hunter now being brought over. You can see Dust of Appearance, Mana Burn onto that Blade Master, as the Blade Master now looking to shoo away that one Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter now gets a blow, decides to back off again. Meanwhile, the Grunt is still looking to engage rather easily and has done a lot of damage back and forth. Alright, here we go. Continuing to fight, continuing to deal high damage here. Blade Master is right there, trying to focus down some of those units, as the Blade Master now looking to back off. This is very, very heavy harassment, but no real damage has been done as of yet, as the Demon Hunter now moving back and chasing down that Grunt. Alright, let's take a look. Grunt back down over here, getting chased away, and wow, this map is way too small for me. Now this Demon Hunter now going after this Blade Master. Both of them are just exchanging blows back and forth. Blade Master now getting in some extra blows onto that Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter attempting to run away, as that Blade Master just still chasing after the unit. Ancient of War is going to be in position to perhaps land a blow or two, as the Blade Master does have double Circuits of Nobility, Boots of Speed, and Dust of Appearance. Perhaps some damage will be done, or some harassment will be had, as the Blade Master is in serious trouble. Is he going to be able to get away? Goes after the Archer, unable to do so. And wow, that Blade Master almost at death's door, pretty much at death's door there, able to back off at the last final moment. Grunt's now looking to back off here, as we now see the Tech to Stronghold finishing. 5 minutes into this game, Stronghold has finished. Meanwhile, over here on the top right, Tree of Ages will be finishing here in just a moment. Seeing at 20 over 40 supply, we should be looking at double Druids of the Talon from those Ancients of Wind. Meanwhile, Moonwell showing, the Blade Master showing that he needs some healing salves, and still coming back across over here. The Demon Hunter and the Beastmaster looking to put down some more pressure once again. Beastmaster bringing up the rear. He is ready for that early pressure. Let's take a look at this. Altar of Storm shows no hero in training, and a level 1 Blade Master with no experience being forced to fend off this attack. Thorin Chieftain is here, getting trained up. It is going to be quite some time before he does make it out, and in the process, a handful of units may go down. One Grunt already goes down, as the Demon Hunter now tries to get away. Not the Quill Beast, the damage, just getting a very, very high Blade Master. Gonna get down to 59 hit points, attempting to run away. Meanwhile, back across over here, Dust of Appearance on the Demon Hunter. Not quite sure why that was necessary, as the Quill Beast is attempting to go after that Blade Master, but the Blade Master is hiding very, very nicely in the back. Alright, there's that Quill Beast. It does disrupt the healing of that Blade Master once more. Master now down to about 110 hit points.
Player's forces
and
are
still
under attack.
looking to perhaps hope to heal up again. Alright, a little bit more damage there. No healing salve. Gonna finally use another healing salve charge there as the Blade Master and Tauren Chieftain now need to work together to stop this Demon Hunter Beastmaster push. Demon Hunter Beastmaster now looking to back off. Beastmaster now heading back over here to the top right. Let's see what is going to be happening next. Wisp still collecting a lot of lumber as we see the Ancient of Wind getting the Adept training and also training a Druid of the Talon. Back across over here, 22 over 40 supply compared to 34 over 40.
A player's forces
does
are
have
under
a much
attack.
larger army for sure, but the tech advantage of Foggy cannot be ignored as he should start to pick up a large number of those Druids of the Talon. Once those Druids of the Talon hit a critical mass, they will focus down fairly fast, also able to neutralize heroes by picking them up and throwing them in full air. Alright, Druid of the Talon now trying to engage. We see Fairy Fire now being used, negative 4 armor being applied to any unit, and also makes it so that they are revealed. Meanwhile, the Tauren Chieftain finally on the board with some experience with some help of the Blade Master. Tauren Chieftain now making their way back down to the south here. Are we going to see perhaps Focus look to try and do a bit more creeping? Tauren Chieftain now heading back off to the north. Demon Hunter is ready to go. He has an Orb of Venom, so Mastery Training now already being added here. We are looking at 25 over 50 supply, but still not enough Druids of the Talon to really counteract what we're seeing here. Over Magi going to fall. Blade Master, or Demon Hunter now sitting at level 2. Quill Beast, perhaps they got the finishing blow there. Not quite sure how the Demon Hunter was able to steal that experience, perhaps with some Quill Beast or a Mana Burn or something. As the Blade Master is still sitting at level 1. Double Quill Beast being left behind. It looks as though they may get taken down here in just a moment. However, Spirit Walker also taking a lot of damage as well. That Spirit Walker almost falls down to 10 hit points, and it looks as though it will survive after a healing salve does go through. Tauren Chieftain now sitting at level 2. Very, very strong for him, as he will now have Shockwave in order to counteract what is coming across. All right, Tauren Chieftain
under attack.
now. Tauren Chieftain now resting off over here where the Blade Master is right there as well. As we are looking at the Tauren Chieftain now coming back across over here. Blade Master now heading over here to the top bottom left. Beastmaster, Druids of the Talon instead hoping to do a bit more creeping instead, as Foggy knows that he can go in there for quite some time. Alright, let's take a look at this. Ogre Maul going to get taken down. Forest Troll Berserker going to get taken down. Over Magi. All of those will fall. Meanwhile, Blade Master looking to clear up the other side of the map. Blade Master going to finish off all the Forest Troll Trappers here. Not going to get level 3, but could drop another Paradox on the Mana Stream. Not going to be the best item, but it could give the Tauren Chieftain that little bit of extra mana. Nope, decides to sell it for gold, as he now picks up double scrolls of healing. Focus looking to bring in the fight here and finish it off quickly. You can see the double scrolls of healing with the Spirit Walkers and the Spirit Walker and that Spirit Link spreading across all of that damage. The scrolls of healing essentially allowing the ogre, the peons to just soak up some of that damage, even though you normally would not want to focus down the peons in this matchup. Alright, let's take a look at what's happening off over here. Druids of the Talon are going to be ready to go. They do have the Mastery Training. Meanwhile, back down across over here, Ogre Lord. Are we going to perhaps see a potential creep jack? That is going to be the big question. However, if this does get finished off, the Blade Master and the Tauren Chieftain both might get to level 3. If they are at level 3, that is going to be a very big deal, as the Blade Master now picks up Cloak of Flames. Blade Master sitting at, what, about 375 hit points, going to be trying to engage here. Druids of the Talon are all ready to go. And here we have it, Druids of the Talon focusing down some damage. There's a Cyclone already, as the Blade Master is going straight after some of those heroes. Alright, there's a Cyclone. Disencant should be inbound in just a moment. More Cyclone picking up a lot of those units. The Blade Master now trying to engage, unable to land or keep his feet on the ground, so to speak, as he is just constantly up in the air. Demon Hunter now doing a good job finishing off some of these units. Blade Master now attempting to focus down the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter going after the Spirit Walkers instead. Spirit Walkers being actually still up in the air. Down to 23 mana, and the Druids of the Talon are going after the Raiders and the Peons here. Alright, it takes a look. Looks like that Pocket Factory is not, or still, turning out the units, not getting focused down. As the Blade Master needs to probably finish off some units. Alright, Raider number 4, I believe, has now been taken down. As we are looking at the Tauren Chieftain and trying to escape, there is another Cyclone. If it lands, it is, and does not have support, it will definitely get killed, and it looks as though that is going to end up being the case. There it goes, falling to a mana burn from that Demon Hunter.
Players' forces are under attack.
Blade Master now trying to engage here. Peon still right there. Peon just causing so much damage across the board. Blade Master now looking to finish off the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter now looking to engage here. Staff of Preservation saves the Demon Hunter again. And the Blade Master now switching targets on these Druids of the Talon. Alright, Peon simply taken out. There goes one Orc Peon as the Blade Master now unable to really do all that much. You can see that he still has that cloak of flames. He's able to do a lot of damage just by standing next to some units. As the Crow form of the Druids of the Talon is still not safe there, as some anti-air units can still shoot them out of the sky. Peon getting taken down. Another Peon could get taken down here. Beastmaster sitting at 2. Goblin Tinker sitting at 2 now. As the Demon Hunt, or excuse me, the Tauren Chieftain now getting resurrected. Focus is in serious trouble. Is he going to be able to fend off this attack? There's a mana burn. Demon Hunter not very much in a good position. The units are all now backing off. Staff of Preservation saving the unit. The Goblin Tinker is now back in the center of the fray once more. Druid of the Talon now focusing down that Blade Master. Blade Master, however, now needs to deal with the Demon Hunter as well. Demon Hunter is right there. There's a mana burn. A complete surround by Druids of the Talon with both of them. Not normally think that is a good idea, but it is right then and there as Foggy takes game 2. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, hope you guys enjoyed game 2.